Amazing stuff. I believe we are live. Anne-Marie, thank you so much for that warm welcome and just breaking down really what we're trying to achieve with this training. So thank you. Thank you again for getting your team on here. Thank you again for organizing this session. And what this session specializes in is to showcase you one of our exclusive scanners called the Harmonic Scanner. Now you'll see on my Facebook, on Anne-Marie's Facebook, on her team members' Facebook. So we're very proud. So you've probably seen this many places that Anne-Marie has just hit our prestigious 500 pip club. Okay, this means that she has caught a whopping 500 pips in 1 week, ladies and gentlemen. Now let me just put that into context for you, just a little, okay? So past profits don't equal future profits, but I will break this down for you what 500 pips means. If Anne-Marie was to simply put £1 on per pip in her trade, she'd simply make £500 that week. If she was to put £10, one lot, she would be making £5,000 that week. And of course, the scale goes up and down. So just to put that into perspective of how much you could have made, and that's why we have this amazing session put together, because Anne-Marie, there's no secret to Anne-Marie's success. She has come on board. She has smashed this in under 4 months. Not only has she learned to trade herself on this exclusive scanner, she has also been able to teach this and is still teaching this to 40 plus people. And that is the rapid growth. If you have the willingness to learn and the willingness to set time aside to achieve your goals. I cannot speak no highly of Anne-Marie Talbert. Okay, she's in the 500 pip club. That is testament to her hard work. Yes, she utilizes my training session, but I am not there placing her trades. She has took this scanner and made it her own, and I couldn't be more prouder of her for doing so. And not only has she done that, she's actually mastered another scanner that we probably will do a taster session for you guys next week. Anne-Marie, note that down in the diary. But also, ladies and gentlemen, she has just been announced as part of our leadership team. Okay, she is part of the realm that keeps AMA Finance together. So she has achieved all of this in the short space of time of 4 months, and we couldn't be prouder. And her team are going above and beyond for better things. So, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that are on this training right now on Zoom, I want you to put a 1 in the chat box. Let's get the energy up. I want you to put some 1s in the chat box, because you're going to learn exactly how you too can make 500 pips in 1 week. Those people that are following along on Facebook, I suggest that you grab a pen and paper, buckle up, and we will show you. Short disclaimer, it will look like some crazy weather chart. It may look like a harmonica. That is our disclaimer. Please do not be scared, because I promise you, once you get past that, it's very simple. Let's show you. So those of you that are on my training from the team, please take note of this website address. I did ask you to get pen and paper. So harmonics.im. Okay, so you'll see this. Let me show you. So it's literally harmonics.im. Please, those that are in the academy, please note that website down, bookmark it. As you can see, I have done, and you should be okay. Simply log in, and you'll see the scanner load. Disclaimer, remember, it looks a bit scary, guys. It does look a bit scary. It does look a bit scary. Okay, so this is our Harmonic Scanner. I'm going to switch off the chat box just for 2 minutes so that I can concentrate and not get distracted. I do easily get distracted. Now, those of you, again, that are following along in Anne-Marie's team, can I just highlight that I have a whole setup video, a 7-minute video that will allow you to get your charts like mine. So don't waste time in noting down the charts this evening, because I will send you that video. I'll send it to Anne-Marie. She will send it all to you. Don't waste time in copying my charts. I'll give you, so that you can do what I'm going to do, where I load my chart. We click on Multifire, and you'll see it load in the background. Amazing stuff. That is the first step into learning this strategy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to teach you a strategy called the Multifire strategy. Please write that down. the multi-fire strategy. This is taught to you by a guy called Manny Quinones. Okay, he is one of the best in the industry. He features on our Go Live system, so that we do have some prerequisite videos for you to watch. Okay, they're short and sharp, some videos for you to watch, and you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. So this strategy, what this strategy does is it takes this scanner. Now this scanner alone is 70+% accuracy. Okay, what this strategy does is the same strategy that Anne-Marie uses, the very same strategy that I teach. What this strategy does is takes it up to a whopping 90 to 95% accuracy. Absolutely blows it out of the park, ladies and gentlemen. So what is the Harmonic Scanner? The Harmonic Scanner is an algorithm scanner. It's a banking software algorithm scanner that mathematically calculates the point of reversal. So when the market has been going up for a long time, it's telling you when the currency is going to start decreasing, and vice versa. When the market's been going down, it will tell you when the market will start increasing. That's its job. It's a reversal scanner. They may not always be accurate. The banks do play a big part in this. The banks have huge investments into this market. This is a 6.6 trillion per day industry. So when the banks are in play, it can throw things out of sorts. So I teach you how to avoid that. I teach you how to avoid that. So let me just bear with me. Can you hear me okay, guys? Yeah? Amazing, amazing stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is how you can make this reversal extra nice, okay? And this is how you catch those pips. So we operate on a thing called divergence. Now, what the multifier does is it shows you when there's divergence in the market. So my people that are on the trading following along, divergence is when price is going in a different direction to momentum. So write that down, guys. Note takers are our money makers. If I asked Anne-Marie to show me, she could probably dictate this whole training word for word. Divergence is when price is moving in a different direction to momentum. I'm going to show you how you can use divergence to pinpoint the accuracy on this scanner. So let's get into it, guys. On the right-hand side, you will see Hugo's Way and a load of different currencies. These are your trades, okay? So you'll see GBP, USD, GBP, CAD, NZD, JPY. You are always working from the top of the list. The further you go down, the older the trades are. So if I click on one of these, you can see that it was ages and ages ago, okay? You're always working from the top of the list. I often get asked this question, does it matter which one you're on? So you can see I'm on Hugo's Way. If I click on Hugo's Way, it will simply give me a drop-down message. All of these that are on your screen are just different brokers. You can use all of them. I'll be honest, I have a favorite, and that my favorite is FX Choice. So you can use my favorite if you want, but you can absolutely use any other that you feel fit to use. So let's have a look at my favorite, FX Choice. We're going to look at the first trade. Remember, we're always operating from the top. You can use any time frame, that's absolutely fine. Let me just chuck you over here so I can show you the scanners. Now, the main thing that you're going to want to use on this scanner, ladies and gentlemen, is your box, which you can see here, rectangle. So if you click on the arrows next to the menu, it expands it. Rectangle and trend lines. That's probably the main thing that you're going to be using in this whole session. Trend lines and rectangle. So please take note of where you'll find them. Rectangle, trend lines. Another handy tool for you guys to note down is our measuring tool. This measures the amount of pips in movement, okay? So just make sure that you use the measuring tool. So let's get into it. I'm going to teach you the multifier, a way that you can use divergence to pinpoint whether these trades take them from 70% to 95% in a 3-point system. 3-point system. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Multifier strategy. Now, Point number one. Remember, write this down, guys. My note takers are my money makers. Point number one, support and resistant areas. I want you to write that down. Support and resistant areas is point number one. Now, what do I mean by support and resistance areas? So you'll notice that there is some crazy yellow triangles on my screen. What you're interested in is the D point here. Okay, so I'm going to highlight that in a nice pink color. Everything we're going to do is going to be correspondence to that D point. Now, the D point is the end of the pattern. So the harmonic pattern is these calculations here, A to X to B to C to D. You'll see that it's mathematically calculated points, highs and lows in the market to give you D point, which is meant to be your entry. Okay, I'm going to show you whether you can determine if the D point is the best entry possible. That's why every bit of analysis we do is in association to our D point. So remember, step number one is support and resistance. Support and resistance in trading is where price has gone to an area several times. So where price has kept on going to this area and reacted 3 or 4 more times. Okay, so let me give you an example. So remember, we're always going from the D point. So step number one is support and resistance. You simply want to take a box. You want to go from your D point and you want to drag backwards. Okay, let me just zoom out a little more. There we go. You want to drag backwards. Yeah. Okay, amazing stuff. So I've got my box. Okay, now we're going to determine whether this is a strong support and resistance level. Remember, support and resistance is where price has reacted from a certain price 3 or 4 more times. So let me now get my brush so that we can highlight this. So I can see that this candle, let me zoom in. Let me show you. So we can see here, ladies and gentlemen, that candle has gone into this box. Yeah, we can see that it's gone up here. Okay, it's done this, it keeps on reacting, it's broke through again. All of this movement here is a reaction. It's favoring to this price. Every time it gets into my blue box, it's reacting. We've got a reaction here. We've got a reaction here. We've got a reaction here. And we've also got it breaking through here. Okay, so we've got a strong support and resistance zone at our D point. Okay, because we've got a reaction here, 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 here. All of this is a reaction and here. So ladies and gentlemen, step number one is there a strong support and resistance zone at your D point? How do I determine that? As we said, we go from our D, we draw a box backwards, and we see how many times the candle's price action has reacted from that box. If you've only got twice, leave it. If you've got 3, I would say 4 more times. If you've got 4 touches on that box, you're good to go. That's a strong support and resistance zone. So step number one is support and resistance zone. If you've got 4 touches or more on your blue box, you are good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is step number one. Step number two is there divergence in the market? So remember, we are always looking at our D point. How do I know what divergence is and how to calculate it? Remember, definition, when price is moving in a different direction to momentum. These 2 middle charts here are momentum indicators. They will tell you the momentum in the market. So we need to determine at the D point whether price is moving in a different direction to momentum. Let me show you how you measure it. This is when you need your lines, guys. So we're going to go on trend line, and we're going to go from our D point here, and we're going to draw a line. Oops. We're going to draw a line all the way to our X point. Let me just make that nice and fixed so that you can see it. Okay. Yeah, so we can see that. Let me make that green so you can see that. So we can see that I've drawn a point, yeah, from D to X. Now that's price. So price is telling me that it's on a downwards trend. Okay, we can see that it's moving downwards, it's downward trajectory. Yeah, that line from X to D is pointing downwards. So now let's see if it is the same for our momentum indicators. So we're going to go from the same point. So remember, we're going from D, we're going to go from the same point, and then we're going to draw a line to our X point. Okay, and we're going to do the same again here. We're going to go from our D point, and then we're going to go to our X. Amazing stuff. So let me just change these colors so that you can see exactly what I want for you to see. And this training couldn't go smoother because there's never divergence on the first pair. So ladies and gentlemen, we have divergence because you can clearly see from X to D, okay, which is a peak in the market to a peak in the market, is downward trajectory. We can now see on our momentum, okay, that they are upwards trajectory. So from X to D is going up, from X to D is going up. That is divergent because I am telling you that price is going in a different direction to momentum. This is down, this is up. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you determine divergence. That is step number 2. So far, all we've done is drawn a box and 3 lines. Step number 3 is your entry. How do we enter? We're going to use our bottom graph to enter along with a candle. So entry is a 2-point analysis. Okay, so step number 3 is a 2-point analysis. We've got our stochastic and we've got candles. So what is the stochastic, our bottom graph? Now, our bottom graph determines whether the market is at an extreme level. So let me explain that. So anything in this purple box is determined normal market movement. Yeah. So all of this in here is determined normal market movement. What you're looking for is abnormal market movement. So let me explain. When you're outside of the pink box, purple box, whatever it may be, you are looking at extreme levels of price. Okay. This means that a reversal should be coming. So you can see here that the market has been going down, 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 down. It's decreasing, it's decreasing. The currency is decreasing in value. It comes out of this purple box here, okay? And it carries on decreasing. We are now oversold. That means that it should start reversing upwards, which it did. Okay, now vice versa, the market has been going up, 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 up. We come out of our pink box. It carries on until it gets to a point of reversal and drops again. That is what the stochastic does. It highlights when the market is at an extreme to tell you that a reversal is coming. Now, a basic concept of trading is this. You want to buy low, okay? You want to buy low and you want to sell high. Now, this is the basic thing that everybody that comes on board with us should learn and will learn at the beginning. So that basic concept being said, that you want to buy low and sell high, you want to get it at the best point in the market. So this indicator tells you that, because when it comes out of the pink box, purple box, it's telling you that you're reaching buying a potential. When it comes out up here, you're reaching selling potential. Okay, so you want to get it at the best moment. But remember, everything we do is in correspondence to the D point. So I need to determine whether my market at the D point is at an extreme. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. If I draw a horizontal line so that you can see vertical line, just so you can see where the D point is. Okay. Just wanna. Okay, so that black line, guys, is in correspondence to my D point. Okay, perfect. So at my D point, is our market oversold or overbought? Yes, it is. It is outside of our purple box. This is telling me that the market should start coming in for the sell, what we want the market to do. So that is your first point of entry analysis. Your second point is your candles. So how do we determine the candles? We're going to zoom in on our D point. We're going to zoom in on our D point. There we go. Now you've met your D point. This candle's met your D point. I'm just going to get rid of any distractions just for the moment. So we are looking for a sell with this trade because this is entry and your profit levels are below. So if your profit levels are below, that's telling you that your market is going to decrease, go into a sell. You want to sell. If your TP levels, your profit levels are above your entry, that means you're expecting the market to increase and you're going for a buy. So that theory based, we're looking for sells on this pair. Okay. So on this chart, I want you to write this down, guys. Again, this is a key thing for you to write down. Key thing for you to write down. Blue equals buy. Red equals sell. Okay. So just to show you that, so that my note takers are my money makers, you've got that there. So any blue candle that you see, okay, is a buying candle. Any red candle that you see is a selling candle. So we're looking for sells, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? So you want to, after you've confirmed step 1, your support and resistance zone. Step 2, your divergence. Step 3.1, your stochastic. Your last step, which is 3.2, is have you got an engulfing sell candle or buy if you was looking for buy. So what is an engulfing sell candle? It is simply a big red candle. There's no other way I can explain it other than a nice, juicy red candle. Let me show you a non-juicy candle and a juicy candle. Okay, this candle here, ladies and gentlemen, let me circle it, is not a juicy candle, yeah? Because what makes candles juicy, engulfing, is the body. So these things here, the blocks, they're the bodies. The little lines are what we call wicks. You want the bodies to be bigger than the wicks. So you can see here that this is a hefty wick. This candle's been burning for a very long time. You don't want to use it, okay? You want a nice, fresh, big-bodied candle, okay? The body needs to be bigger than the wick. You need a sell engulfing. So I'm now looking for a nice red candle. You could have took this as your nice candle, okay? You could have, because technically the body is a bit bigger, okay? So the body is bigger. But ideally, something like this would be a nice candle here and here. These candles are absolutely amazing, but of course they're not at our entry. So I'm not showing you to enter down there. I'm saying that this is in comparison to it. So you could have used this, but in all honesty, I probably would have waited just to see how the next candle planned out. Okay, so that is an engulfing candle. Once you get that candle, you wait for it to close. Now, we are on an hour chart, so every candle closes on an hour. If you're on a 15-minute chart, every candle closes every 15 minutes. So you simply wait for it to close and you enter. All of your trades will be market execution at the current price. So you're going to jump on your phone and you're going to hit the sell button. You can use your profit levels. You can also use our stop loss levels, which is here, okay? Which again, all you've got to do is import those figures. So once you learn that 3-point analysis, your support and resistance, your divergence, your 2-step entry, stochastic and candles, you simply enter at the current market price, copy the stop loss figure, copy your TP figures, and that is exactly how myself and Anne-Marie have made money on this scanner. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our free taster session on Facebook. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I promise you guys, some of this may have gone over your head. Okay, some of the terminology, pips, engulfing candles, support and resistance level, divergent. I did try to break it down as much as I could, but these terminologies you will learn on our academy. Okay, so if you're interested, and I mean you're interested to learn this software, because simply if you can draw one box and 3 lines, you can learn this strategy. Okay, if you feel that you've not got time, Anne-Marie is a full-time salon owner. She runs a team of 40 plus people, and she still managed to learn the skill of this scanner and another. Aya, you're right. And another to ensure that she can make an additional income stream. So guys, you can achieve it. Okay, you can 100% achieve it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to terminate our Facebook Live. I hope you've enjoyed this session. But those of you that are on my training session, I'm going to open it up for some questions. So those of you that are on the Zoom, hold up a moment, guys. We will ask some questions. But for those of you on Facebook, I hope you've enjoyed. If you want to make another stream of income the same way Anne-Marie has done, please jump on her in her DMs, slide in that girl's DMs and ask her how. Just simply type, I'm ready, and we will give you the plan to learning this strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, we teach it every single week. Make this week your chance to change, because remember this, nothing changes if nothing changes, but you have to be that change. You have to want to change. And if you too want to come out of this situation better, okay, if you want to come out of lockdown in a better situation, then take realms of your life, take the reins of your life, message Anne-Marie, and let's give it a go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it from me. That's our free taster. I'm going to focus on the guys that are on the academy and learn. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. The lovely Anne-Marie, I'm just going to unmute you to just say your final goodbyes to Facebook before we terminate this call.
Amazing. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much, Briony. Incredible training as always. And, you know, it never ceases to astound me how simple that you break that down. And yeah, exactly as you said, for anybody who is interested to learn this strategy and to create an extra income around whatever it is that you're doing in your busy lives, you know, please send me a message, and myself and my team would absolutely love to be able to help you to make that happen.
Amazing stuff. Facebook Live, we say goodnight to you. Take care. God bless.